Alright guys, welcome back to the Outlast Trials, where I'm going to be doing another video on the amps, where I'm going to be, not wrong ones, I'm going to be showing you guys the differences and like the comparisons and just in general what is better, surplus or boosted. To the amps, they allow you to start the game with an item. Surplus allows you, will give you either a small, large medicine, antidote, brick or bottle. But with boosted, it gives you a health booster, stamina booster, or battery booster. So it's very RNG dependent. So it's not, so you can't like choose to get a health booster or a stamina booster every time. It's all random. Same with surplus. But in general, they're I guess the same when they allow you to start the trial with an item. But the major difference between the two is surplus is items that you'll just genuinely find in the trial. But with boosted, all these items can only be found on main trials in the secret room, which I have been considering doing a video where I show off, all the secret room locations, but not ready to put myself through that pain and trauma yet. So yeah, first I'm just gonna slap on surplus. Gonna be doing my usual comfort the meat with the new collect the amulets variator. Which is just the new secondary objective. So yeah, I'll see you in the trials. Alright, and alongside surplus, I'm going to bring lockbreaker because, as you saw, you can get a brick. There's a very small chance that you can get a brick. So, and this is, something that if in the chance that you do get a brick, it's very useful because that's right at the start of the game. You can get some of the really useful items like large batteries, large medicines, bandages, and rig rechargers, right? You can get them right at the start of the game, but obviously it's not guaranteed. And just brought Smash just to make the trial a little bit faster for myself. Let's see, and we got bandages. Okay, I actually didn't know you could get bandages. Okay, I'm just going to quickly look around because one of the main things that makes surplus a little bit worse, yeah, technically right there, is how long is you're most likely going to find these items anyway within like 5 minutes of the trial. Yeah, there's probably a lockpick back there and then you've got that there, so that's the thing with surplus is you can find most of those items like within minutes of starting the trial. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to see how long it's going to take for me to get in a situation, so an enemy for example, where I actually need to use these bandages. Especially on this trial, this is obviously a Mother Gooseberry trial where bandages are a lot more useful. Because she has the bleeding effect. Which a lot of fun fact I've realized about Lilia mannequins is they can spawn in hiding spot locations. Because right here, there could be a barrel. Back here, in this corner, yeah, there's a barrel, but this can also be a Lilia mannequin. So, it's very interesting. This variator obviously works with the likes of limited hide spots. Okay, I'm just gonna, because so technically if I was a little bit worse at the game, I probably could have got hit there, right? Yeah, right here as well, this could be a hiding spot. So the likes of this. Ooh. So, just something to keep in mind if you guys are making, like, hard trials with, like, Toxic Shock or Cold Snap. Something to keep in mind that Lilia mannequins can replace hiding spots. Here, I think, is another barrel spot. Here is also a barrel spot. So, something to keep in mind if you guys are making, like, a custom trial with... here as well, that's a barrel spot, but the little mannequin has replaced it. So if you're using like Toxic Shock or like to cold snap. Something to keep in mind, you know, with limited hide spots as well as lily mannequins. So yeah, at the start of this trial, I got the bandages, and then right here there's a lockpick. Alright, and then we got this container right here. So that would have been probably under like 30 seconds. I probably could have gotten bandages. I'm not going to show every item, right? I'm not going to show every item. But it is fun just to see, to use surplus and see how long it takes you to naturally find the item. I have so many bricks and I'm not using them. Let me just destroy some mines. Okay, should we chill? So yeah, I didn't use the bandages once, but that's, you know, because I'm a little bit more skilled at the game. And in trials where there is more of a... I mean, honestly, if you get Deadly Prime Asset, yeah, that's... Because I'm pretty sure she... Or is it just Psycho? I think it's just stronger enemies, where Mother can one-shot you technically, 3 bars of damage, and then 1 bar of bleeding. So just immediately having... So there'll probably be a lot of times when, you know, bandages will be very useful just to have on you instead of, you know, having to go find a bandage. You already have it. Just using an example for there. But yeah, again, log breakers are really good combo with surplus because of the chance for a brick. Also, technically strong arm as well, since you can get a brick and a bottle from surplus. Yeah, I actually didn't know about the bottle. I'm going to be honest. I thought it was just a medicine antidote and brick, but you can also get bandages, which is there's got my usual spot. So yeah, surplus does have its uses, but in a lot of cases, you'll just find the item that you get within a couple minutes. But it is good to just have, for example, antidotes. It's really good just to have one on you, and sometimes you're not exactly gonna, you know, just pick one up and keep it. So it's, you know, it's good to have some of these items just to have on you for when you need them. But yeah, now let's do boosted, and the combo I like to use with it is short circuits. Technically, recycle can also work if you get the health booster. Is any others? Technically, cacophony and like strong arm. I mean, recycle, strong arm, boosted, if you do get the health booster, can be kind of insane. Yeah, we're going to short circuit because, to the people that don't know, battery boosters can act like rig rechargers. You just use it, and it's actually a faster rig recharger if you use short circuit and boosted. All right, again, we got boosted, and I'm going to use short circuit just in case. I mean, it's just like stun, so you can actually see that it does work like a rig recharger if you have short circuit, and then obviously smash just to make the trial a little bit faster. Yeah, the main difference with the main reason to use boosted is boosted items you can only find on core trials, and obviously Foster the Orphans isn't one. So, and just in general, boosted items are just very useful. Yeah, all the different effects that you can get from the boosted items are obviously very useful. In some cases, the health booster will be a little bit less useful. But yeah, see, look, I told you, I told you. That could be a Lilia mannequin. Go some lag. That barrel spot there. Whoa. Yeah, I mainly use stamina and adrenaline just to get my stamina up. Like, the adrenaline is never, like, too useful. Because no matter what, you can outrun all enemies. Unless you don't have the speed boost prescription. Which, I mean, I think even without the speed boost prescription, you can very easily outrun enemies, so who knows. But I mean, I am considering doing a video all about adrenalines. I have a lot of ideas, like the best ways to use an adrenaline syringe, why you should carry an adrenaline syringe on you, etc. See, Outlast trial isn't difficult, especially when you can just do this. Ooh, check those. Now we chill. I was kind of nervous there. I'm gonna do another until I get the battery booster, just to show yous. Because I've got all my rigs at level 1, because I've never seen this lowliest one before. That's awesome. I always see this one. This one's common, because this is another barrel spot, I believe. I didn't even use my stun rig. Man. Yeah, I'm gonna do another trial and get the and try to get the battery booster so I can show you guys and gals. Alright, I've seen yous. I've seen a decent, very surprising percentage of my viewers are female, which is very awesome. I appreciate it. Like and subscribe. Alright, I'm gonna keep trying again until I get the battery booster. Hopefully this time. Got the health booster. Alright, let's see. Battery booster. Battery booster, let's go. Okay, so as you can see, currently don't have my rig, but if I use the battery booster, I have my rig. It's awesome. See, that's all I wanted. That is genuinely all I wanted. Only took one attempt. Got the health booster. Yeah, see, the synergy is kind of awesome. Especially, again, I'm level 1 for reasons. The only one to heal is because that's my invasion main, but anyways. So battery boosters can act like rig rechargers. It's awesome. And just in general, short circuit has always been a kind of favourite amp of mine. You know, since I don't use noise reduction. Because, I mean, why would I use noise reduction? One day. Yeah. Watch this. Absolute... Never mind. Which is absolute speed. You ready? Where's the enemy? Where's the grunt? Come on, I wanna... I could've got my rig back by now. Without decreased cooldown. Did he spawn in lot? No way. He did! That's crazy. Yeah, I guess I'll just say it now. Currently, like, not scripting, but I'm working on a video, about, or it's kind of like a short video series of the rigs, where I'm going to not quite technically look into the, like, how rigs work, but I'm going to try figure out, like, perfect, like, timings and range and stuff like that, and, like, some of the little extra strategies that you can use. Yeah, it wasn't low, yeah. Extra strategies you can use with certain rigs that make that rig fun to use. Because to the people that don't know, I am a variety rig user. I can use every rig, I would say, effectively. And something else I've been doing, absolute failed it there, is I've been trying to, like, perfect the base lockpick. By base lockpick, I mean without the greatest amp in the game, lockbreaker. To the side there, so I can do that. And I still don't have my 50 seconds. God. It's the first time I haven't got a brick in that spot, I think, ever. I did meant to aim a little higher there, did not mean to throw right at the nip, but it happens. Yeah, that's genuinely all I wanted to show off there. Was the short circuit works. The boosted works with short circuit, and that you can get the fantastic... You can get your rig back instantly. And it is, as you saw, it's a lot faster than a rig recharger. And it's like not even like, oh, I guess I'm gonna have to use short circuit. Short circuit is just genuinely a good amp, and so is boosted. So it's not exactly like, especially if you're like not as like, you don't know as much about the game. It's not something that's just like, just a little extra. All right, overall though, they're both very good amps. It's always good to start off with an item, especially if you're not gonna go out your way and look for it. Like antidotes, for example. Sometimes you might just accidentally step on a mine and you're gonna have to go through all the bad trip while finding an antidote. But if you spawn with the one, then it's a little different. It's a little different. Especially with backpack, you can carry it, especially on like psychosurgery. As you can see, I've got it permanently unlocked. It's just such a good amp. It's really good, especially on MK challenges when you can't get boosted items. And something else I forgot to mention is the boosted items can only be used once, so that's why it's not as good to bring on a main trial. I kind of wish you could use them and it just gives you like the effect. So if I use the stamina booster, it would just give you like the bar stamina. It just worked like an adrenaline. They're both very good amps. Surplus has its, since you can very easily find the item within like a minute of starting the trial. But I mean, sometimes you'll have like limited items on, especially in Escalation. Now they have limited items 3. So, and I mean, just starting the trial with a large medicine can be pretty good anyway. And again, with the brick combo with Lockbreaker, that is very good. I've had it happen a couple times now, since again, just like Short Circuit, Lockbreaker is one of those amps that it's just good. It's not like, Cacophony or like Recycle, where it's not like as useful as the likes of Lockbreaker, Backpack, but it's still really good. And that you just use part of your loadout instead of other amps in the game. Yeah, overall, they're both very good amps. Personally, though, I do prefer boosted. That's probably because I play a lot of MK challenges. But I do want to get back into my core trial grind. I haven't played a core trial properly since the... But with that being said, they're both very good amps. But I personally would get boosted, especially for like a relapse token. Especially with the relapse token. Highly recommend boosted. But again, for like the 5th or 6th time, Surplus is good to just have the item on you for when you need it. Yeah, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate all the support that I've been getting on the channel. We're so close to 200 subs. It's actually kind of insane. The channel grew so much the past like couple months. I want to thank you guys so much. But I mean, other things for the channel, I'm still on my invasion grind. Not going to show you my rank just yet. Yeah, as I did mention, I am going to be doing a short 6-episode series where I fully show off and explain each rig. Doing like the comparisons between the levels, and also some like the different ways to use them, especially heal and blind, in my opinion. I mean, even Barricade has like a couple tricks and whatnot that you can use that are really helpful, and a couple like extra like wee tips for when using certain rigs to make them even more effective. Since again, I am a variety rig user. I love using all amps. They're a lot of fun. Really well made system. There's just a few like things that I would personally change, but I'm going to leave that up to Red Barrels to figure out what should be done and what shouldn't. But that being said, thank you guys for all the support in the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.